Hi there Sagittarius, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This will be your weekly intuitive reading for November 2nd through to the 8th. Saggy, let's see what's on the cards for you for the week. Getting started with the Work Your Light Oracle from Rebecca Campbell. To draw an overarching message or theme, stop. Oh, this one's coming out so much at the moment, Saggy. Honestly, I think it's come out for 3 or 4 signs so far this week. Inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. And you might feel a bit like, well, not this message again, but it is the truth. And one of the most important things, guys, is to come into the heart space, to disconnect a little bit from that ego mind. Of course, we need the ego. Has a very important function. However, if we let that be in the driver's seat, we can make decisions that are not in our best interest because the ego, gets caught up in other things. It's also running off the scripts and stories of the past. It gets caught up in maybe wanting to chase things like money, success, status. The heart space knows the wisdom of the soul and what, it truly wants to achieve in this lifetime. It's where we can access our full intuition. So, dropping into that space, it really is our guidance system. How do we do that? Well, we need to quieten the mind. Of course, meditation, taking walks in nature, taking a pause, trying to step down from all of the doing energy and more into being. We need to take rest and we need to take structured time to train the mind. The mind needs training, otherwise it can really run away with us. Just try that and I guarantee you will feel more inner peace within yourself. Let's get a yogic path card out for you, Saggy. I have got Hanuman. Now, Hanuman, Saggy, is the god of courage. So I'm thinking very much the energy of the strength card when I see this. And it's really, really interesting because when I think about this energy, god of courage and strength card, that is exactly the message that we've just spoken about. On the strength card, we see the lion and the higher self. And it's like sometimes we need to coax our inner demons, our inner beast, which is that ego mind, under control so that we can hear the wisdom of the higher self. Now, Hanuman is the god of courage that can help us have that inner strength this week to take that journey. So it's beautiful energy. Let's go to the tarot aspects now, Sagittarius, beginning with the energy of the recent past, what you might be journeying. That's too many energies leaving, completing, or transitioning in your life for the Sagittarius collective. Please, you know me, I generally like to allow the cards to fall or flip. If they don't come out, I will choose. That's my process, guys. Yeah, sometimes it's a bit of shuffling, but what would a tarot reading be without shuffling? So let's get the first card out. Here we go. The Wheel of Fortune, beautiful energy. You might be on a huge point of change in your life, a point of karmic change. I mean, we are entering, Scorpio season, guys, and that is really about big cycles, death to the old self, closing out big cycles in our lives, karmic contracts, making way for the new. Let's get out the current or focus energy for you, Saggy. We have got the 8 of Swords. There goes the imprisonment of the mind that has come out with the 4 of Cups. Let's get out the near future energy for you. Yeah, new paths are opening up for you, Saggy, and you're really being asked to trust and commit to that journey. That's what the King of Pentacles would do. The energy of Taurus over there. Let's clarifying the Wheel of Fortune for you, Saggy, in the position of the recent past. 10 of Cups, beautiful energy. Clarifying the 4 of Cups, 8 of Swords combination, I have got the 5 of Wands. Yeah, I was really feeling that there is a conflict point in this situation. And clarifying the 3 of Wands, I've got the Four of Swords. There's the pause. There's the pause that we need to establish the path forward. Okay, Sergi, I am going to jump straight in here. And look, what I'm seeing as an overview is that the Wheel of Fortune wants to shift you towards that Ten of Cups reality, right? It wants to shift you towards that beautiful life that you so desire. That will be different for many of us, like what we call a best life, a beautiful life. There's a huge energy here of releasing the limitations that you place on yourself through the mind, and that is going to be sort of a gateway to opening you up to the bigger dream and disconnecting you from what is currently not fulfilling, because that is your conflict point. There is a new pathway opening up for you, but I feel like there has to be some kind of internal shift first. Now, just looking at this here in the recent past, Two of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Cups. For some of you, the Ten of Cups may be a completion on the home front. Like, it can be that it is a number 10 and it comes in with the Wheel of Fortune, which is also a number 10. So for some of you, you might be closing out a big cycle in the home realm. Yes, it can be a relationship. Yes, it can be moving on from a family home, you know, having to move houses, closing a chapter, closing a cycle there. So because even though it is the Ten of Cups and it's our highest realm of joy, love and harmony, it can be a completion when it comes into the with the Wheel of Fortune. That's for some of you. What I'm feeling for others of you is that the Wheel of Fortune wants to shift you towards this achievement, right? This is the end goal. And yeah, something needs to give first, because it's come in with the Two of Pentacles. So there's a sense of instability or not feeling grounded in that area at the moment. There could be some indecision around something in your life that is kind of blocking this energy. So the universe is saying it's time for you to get grounded, come out of the mind into the body, really tune into what the heart wants. And that is going to be pivotal for this wheel turning. I'm just noticing the world energy called the universe in this deck showing at the bottom of the deck, and then the death card transformation here. There's so many big energies that are waiting to come in. This is of course that card of Scorpio that I was talking about, huge cyclic completions. Some of you might be coming out of a big karmic contract that you've kind of felt like you've been burning karma maybe for the past decade with the Wheel of Fortune. And Hanuman is saying, have courage, because you're almost there. That wheel is almost turned for you to come out of this big cycle, to get you grounded again and to move you towards this beautiful Ten of Cups reality. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is said to have that 10-year energy. So you could be coming out of a 10-year cycle, or the decisions that you make now, this path that's opening up for you, Sagittarius, could pave the way for your next decade ahead. Talks about karmic contracts, starting new cycles, and it talks about the fact that it is predestined time for this to unfold in your life. Now, as your current or focus energies, this is tuning into what we were speaking about with the Oracle cards. I have the Five of Wands, I have the Four of Cups, I have the Eight of Swords. This is what I was feeling the most for you guys. The Eight of Swords is the energy of the mental prison, the limitations that surround our lives that are imposed by us. Whether the trigger is an external factor, a relationship, or job, work, friendships, all of those kind of things, past conditioning and stories. It's our mind that attaches the meaning. It's our mind that creates limitations. So we must take responsibility for that. We can release ourselves from that prison. And when we are overthinking, overanalyzing, getting caught up in all the thoughts and scripts, self-limiting beliefs, victim mentality, being the martyr, you know what happens? We lose our vision, our intuitive vision. This person is bound around the third eye, the heart, and the gut. I always see this in this card. So the message is clear. We need to come out of the mind. We need to drop into the inner temple, the portal of the heart, to access our own wisdom. Because when we're operating from the other place, the Eight of Swords place, this is what we're getting. This is what we're getting. We're feeling conflicted about our life because it's just not a fit, right? There's a sense here that whatever it is that we're journeying at the moment, and of course I'm keeping this general because it's a general reading, you can relate it to what you want. It could be a career, it could be a relationship. It's not fulfilling for you. There's a sense of either apathy, boredom, being over it, being disconnected from it, right? Because there's this, whatever it is trying to connect with you, but you're already 1 foot out the door, because you can already feel that Wheel of Fortune coming. And there's a bigger dream here. 1, 2, 3. It's the number of manifestation and creation. We have the Three of Wands coming up. It's like, you know, there's a new path that you want to walk, and you're getting ready. The first step for you, I feel, has been disconnecting from the present. I mean, Five of Wands, this is a real energy for me of people using their personal power and energy in unconstructive ways. Like, other meanings of this card can be that you're involved in a situation of pettiness, petty conflict, gossip, politics, that sort of thing. I really feel that it's saying that, you know, there's been a lot of wasted energy by maybe staying in situations that aren't fulfilling for you, or that waste of personal power through staying in that energy of the mind, that overthinking, that kind of mental treadmill. And you're really being asked to step off that now and seek what is truly in alignment and what is truly fulfilling for you. And here it comes. Four of Swords, King of Pentacles, Three of Wands. Yeah, I just love this. Okay, so first of all, the Four of Swords is about just stop, just take a pause. Take a pause to establish the way forward. There might be hurts that you need to heal. You just might not know, you know, where the pathway is, what the next step is, where it's all leading. But there's a sense here that we need to take a pause, because it's in that moment of silence that the insight, the breakthrough, that's the Ace of Swords there, will be revealed to you. Without that, you know, without that pause, we're still kind of on the continuum of that old mental energy. And then I really feel, you know, you'll start to feel that, you know, the path might not be unfolded yet, but you've come to the realization that what you had in the past is not it, and you've fully disconnected from that, right? Here you are still kind of in it, but just a little bit kind of complacent about it. And here we've made that active step to, okay, I've left the past. I'm getting ready to put the inspired action into the future journey. And even by doing that, I can already feel that this is going to be a success, that the achievements are coming in. There are ships on the horizon for me. No, they're not going to necessarily come in and this is going to unfold in the space of a week. This is a milestone on the journey towards the path of greater truth, alignment, and creating that life that you truly desire, Sagittarius, which is that Ten of Cups reality. Now, the King of Pentacles over here, it can be a person, Taurus maybe, if not, it can be a boss, manager, husband, father, father-in-law energy that might give you some kind of insight or be fundamental on this path. For some of you, this could mean that the journey is into entrepreneurship. But other than that, this energy for me speaks about trust and commitment. Who do you need to commit to? It is yourself, Sagittarius. You know, self first, and then all the other structures in our lives, they fall into place. And there's a real sense that by doing that, you can really build the abundance in your life that you desire. You know, this is like the seed of success here that King of Pentacles holds. And he knows, he or she knows, you know, the real formula for taking that pentacle and plant it and growing a truly abundant future, whether it's in love, whether it's in business, whether it's finding that ideal location for you to live in that you're going to be happy. So, Saggy, that's what I have for you. Allow that Wheel of Fortune to turn, dropping out of the ego mind into the heart and closing out that old cycle. So Saggy, I'm going to leave it there, and I do hope you enjoyed this reading. Keep in mind it's a general reading for the Sagittarius Collective. Won't be everybody's story this week. If you're called to share, do leave me a comment. I read them all and try to respond to as many as I can. Helps me get to know you guys and connect with your energies, and I will see you back here throughout the week. What do I usually say? I'll see you back here next week, but maybe throughout the week for another reading.